Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Boston, the 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Anunoby passes to Towns. Boston pulls it in. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, goal scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Towns, basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
You love the effort Brunson puts into creating for others, working to make sure the defense is manipulated there.
Now here's Brown. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys. Thanks
for that, Allie. And the Celtics in possession here. Following the bucket by the Knicks. It's Bridges on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
From deep. Hart pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns, a 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Now here's Holiday. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
Brunson misses. Celtics trail by 3. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Holiday. Pass to White. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Brunson. Hart finds Brunson. Now here's Towns. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Some changes for Boston. Now Horford's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And a switch here also for New York. Robinson's checked in. Here's White. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Boston, no good that time either.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Bridges. Rebounded by the Celtics. Right side, White. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes the Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players, to the coaches, to the front office, and the fans. They pressed all the right buttons.
Now a timeout called by New York. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Now here's McBride. Hart, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
A minute 22 left to play in the first. Pass to Pritchard. Rebounded by Payne. New York trailing. And Hart with a basket on the assist by Achua. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's Hauser. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Outside McBride. Robinson in the post. Drops in the layup for 2.
Rock the baby. Working the size advantage inside.
7 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's White. Again, the miss by Boston. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Kicks out in front. They're up by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Brown. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. New York leading by 3. Brunson with it. He's off on that one. some solid defense from Holiday. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis as a defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence. Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
Doris, it's hard to believe that Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Stolen by Anunoby. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Craig. And here's Brown. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got 8 points.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Brunson passes to Achua. Here's Towns. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Bridges, defended by Brown. Bridges down low. Brown's there. Bridges misses. Boston trailing. Outside Tatum. Pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Craig. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Precious Achua picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Pritchard's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And the switch here also for New York. Hart's checked in for Achua. Holiday passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Pritchard's got 6. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now a timeout called by New York. And, you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
And Boston with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Craig. And it's Hauser in for Jaylen Brown. Here's Towns. Tries again. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Towns passes to Bridges. He takes it in. Oh, wow!
Incredible! And how about the hops Bridges has? Showing off some there with the slam.
To the inside, Pritchard. Misses from short range for New York. They've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's McBride. The shot from the low post is good. 5 points in the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
There's a minute 40 left in the second. Outside Holiday. Goes back up. It's rebounded by McBride. The Knicks have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And here's Holiday. Still without a bucket. Oh, and Towns with the block. The Knicks with the lead. Payne pass to Robinson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Robinson's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, exactly where you want Robinson taking advantage offensively. Use the length and size to score inside.
Here's Holiday. Another miss by Holiday.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Towns. 11 points in the game. And the basket by Bridges.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Pritchard. He has 6. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Payne, the pass to Robinson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And it's a 9-point Knick lead.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And so that brings the first half to a close. New York out in front, leading by 9. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. And they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. They ended the second with a solid 9-point lead. A nice show of force by them. And taking a look at the Knicks. Shaq, what'd you think?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. When you get those high percentage looks.
And that's a wrap.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Oh, he's been their defensive anchor so far. Stifling shots left and right.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got Campaign. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Robinson in at the center position. Just 2 to shoot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. White on the wing. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
That is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
BA, it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Here's Brown. Brown catches in. A terrific finisher inside.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jalen Brown. We see you, sir.
Here's McBride. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. McBride's got 9.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Brown. Got a hand on it.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. 90 seconds into the second half now. White against Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. They get it again.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Now here's White. Stolen by Bridges. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
George, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Here's Brown, and it's New York with a rebound. Outside Brunson, over Holiday. Here's Achua. Anunoby against Brown. Second shot opportunity. Anunoby can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 11. Fires from the wing. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Brunson passes to Bridges. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. Boston's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Craig's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. New York leading by 9. Left side, Anunoby. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Al Horford's checked in for Boston. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. Three-pointer, Bridges. Hauser grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Pritchard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Pritchard's got 8.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Towns gets the bucket.
Well, this team relies, obviously, on Towns for great productivity, and this guy is as reliable offensively as you get.
Bridges against White. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Boston calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
He's checked in for a chewer.
Celtics Entertainment.
A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Now White. White coming through.
Well, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
The three from Craig. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Pass to White. The three. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Celtics foul. Torrey Craig. First personal foul.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
The line for the Knicks. Josh Hart. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Craig. And it's Tatum in for Hauser. That one's no good. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 13. Pritchard. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Brunson. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Back to Hart. Tatum with some nice D.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
And so it's New York in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
Here's Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Inside. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. White for 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And here's Brown for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Brunson passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, this is what makes Towns so dangerous. Pick and roll, pick and pop. He can take you either way off that screen.
Brown scanning the floor. Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 9 assists now tonight. Tatum with it. Outside, Brown. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Brunson against Holiday. And it's Brunson missing. Celtics trail by 8. And here's Brown for 3. And Brown knocking down the triple.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
New York calls timeout. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doors Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Tatum against Hart. Shot clock at 6. Tatum on the drive. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
Holiday against Brunson. To the paint. Here's Hart. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
Assisted.
Brunson's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Tatum. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Bridges. No good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's stolen by Hart. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by White. Here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Brunson against Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
On the wing, Tatum lets it go from deep. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
Here's Brunson. Brunson, tough one up close.
That's a great move if you can pull it off, especially against tight defense.
Tatum against Hart. Tatum inside. Hart with the defensive effort.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
A leaner. The shot comes out.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
White with a steal. Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Knocked loose. And now the Knicks on the break. It's Bridges on the wing. Back to Brunson. Here's Anunoby.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Porzingis. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Hart. Pass to Brunson. So New York wins it. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensively. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.